सुरुमै नेपालको परे।
Liverpool are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Played into space. Oh no, this does not look good. And that's a goal kick. Marmouche. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Gattuso. Roberto Baggio. Great vision. Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot!
Let's go.
And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And he's managed to get free. Now the gets his head on it! No, not the best of headers. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, perfectly measured that. Bullish header! Oh, nearly.
बाहिर पो हालिदिन्छ यार के हो यो
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Played out towards the right wing. Bernardo Silva. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And they can counter here. Now that's well seen too. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Van Basten. Bernardo Silva cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying...
And that'll be the last act of the first half.
ल के छ
So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another and we know it's an awful long way back.
Liverpool are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And if If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And here's Owen. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Baggio showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Now it's Van Basten. Van Basten!
Right.
And the keeper has reacted
Outshot by Ben.
superbly there.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Abiati claims comfortably.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That has not gone well. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pass is just off target.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they...
He's gone for goal. It's
Oi.
Rose. Who's going to get there? Liverpool still ahead by the game's only goal. Howson spots it and intercepts. And it's Van Basten. Can he get on the end of this? That is good alertness.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Substitution on the field, number 6, Gerrard. Coming on the field is number 23, Soboslai.
Pull it. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through.
Added minutes
Bobs
has
him
been
off it and wins
indicated.
back the ball. Szoboszlai. And it's Alexander Arnold. That's that, the end.
Yep.
Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a...
अझै मैले त न
boys. It's just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And this is McManaman. That's really well manoeuvred. Well seen. Saw that coming. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe looking to run onto it.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Gerrard. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. McManaman. Now it's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. He can get that clear. Rafinha. Oh, the ball's gone astray. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. That's really well cleared. Knocks it into space. Rafinha gets into a good position. That's an imaginative pass. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's McManaman. Well-timed, excellent interception. Zanetti tries to play it through. And he won't reach that. Over to the left. Looking for options for movement. Best. And he cuts out the supply. Played into space. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get on the end of this? He's picked Mbappe. Goes for a shot! And there is the half-time whistle.
Right, करना बोला है.
It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substitution for Marseille, number 17, Ekitike.
And we're off again.
Replace him is number
So the
20,
first half brought no goals.
Vinicius Junior.
Here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Gerrard. Konate. Vieira. Marseille needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Cross to the back post. Ball's played through. He's in plenty of space here. Lovely, now then. Can he finish? Superb
Let's go. A goal in.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's another good win of the ball. Alexander-Arnold. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether
Arnold.
to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out.
Oh, what
Oi.
a fly!
Win.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Thinks about the shot. Rafinha. And now the breakaway. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Roberto Baggio. It's
Goal.
Baggio! Baggio! What a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Liverpool are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that. A beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Mbappe, and he plays one through. Oh, good spread. He's in space and looking for options. Cross goes in there.
Oi. What a crush.
Substitutions taking place.
Liverpool have their second corner now. Van Dijk. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Oh, such a clever touch. Now it's crossed into the middle.
Goal.
Rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Konate calmly anticipates. And it's Vieira. Rafinha. And a chance!
Oh, nice.
And it's hit the woodwork and out! Referee
Nicely.
looks at his watch and blows his whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality.
Pack opening. One last game on the pack opening.
boys, it's just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100.
It's Baggio!
Nice.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Roberto Baggio clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Here's
Low.
a chance! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Serginho. Cannavaro. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Batistuta. Oh, smashing header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's quick to get it clear again. Sergi. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Fazio.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that is a nice touch. Thinks about Best!
Oi, yes.
And that is wildly off target.
Best really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. He's being urged to shoot. That's an excellent interception. Whatever he had in mind. And Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And he's in on real chance!
Nice. Best is best.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And it's Bellingham. And Dijk spots it and intercepts. Bellingham looking for options for movement. Batistuta! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Definitely not one of his best.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Gerrard. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Belletti. Bellingham.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a
ओ
little
सर
braver with the
के
ball, I
हो
think.
स्वागत छ
Something they'll be
स्वागत छ
told
कहाँ
many
हो
times, I'm
Time to
sure.
remove it.
गायब
during the
हो
interval.
About to be towed away.
Liverpool can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
मोबाइलमा त फर्ममै हो कन्सोलमा पो धोबिहाल्छ त अब प्याक ओपनिङ हान्नुपर्छ फेरि प्लिज केटाहरूलाई कुरिरहेको त्यही भएर के छ खबर तपाईँको
So off we go once more.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
There's the shot! And he's managed to get rid. Best.
स्क्रिन त ठिकै छ त सानो भयो
Out of play for a goal kick. Liverpool do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front.
Takes a shot!
ओए कस्तो छ भने कुन प्याक हो र ओपनिङ गर्ने अब मोबाइलमा गर्नु पर्यो नि त हिजो PS5 मा गर्यो मलाई 1-2 वटा हरे किने पर्यो तपाईको है दिउँला
Corner number 2 then.
यसले ल्याग गरिराख के यसलाई म रिपोर्ट हान्छु अब
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence.
लौ के भयो भाइ
And the shot! It's there! And this
यस्तो नि हुन्छ
better and better.
हरे हर
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
के भयो हल्ला हल्लै गर्छ त्यो त यो प्लेयर त लिभरपुलको रहेछ भने थाहा नै थिएन गेम चाँडो डढाएर रे छाड्यो डढाएर सिटीको हावा रे कहाँ लिभरपुल भने लौ लिभरपुल हो भने यहाँ लोगो हेर्नु न यहाँ लिभरपुल छ ह्याप हो कि क्या हो बिहान बिहान किन ओ भाइ लिभरपुल हो त्यसलाई खेलाउनलाई मैले यस्तो यहाँनिर राख्न खोजेँ ओवेनले राम्रो खेलिरहेछ प्याक ओपनिङ आउँदैन हो त मेरो यहाँ राति छ लौ को पर्छ हेरौँ है खाली किपर पर्छ यार ओए किपर नि कडै पर्यो को चाहियो हो थाहा छ यहाँबाट मलाई चाहियो जो ओ यो लु तपाईँको बेस्ट परेछ त्यही भने रिलिज पनि साइन हानिदिन्छ यस्तो राख्नु रिलिज हान्ने हो तपाईँलाई पनि त्यही पर्यो है प्याक ओपनिङ हान्ने होइन सर प्याक ओपनिङ हान्ने मेरो नाम चाहिँ जोतको छैन छैन प्याक ओपनिङ हान्ने है त हुन्छ ल केमा हान्दा तपाईँ आउनु नि प्याक ओपनिङ
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Now it's Roberto Baggio.
Right.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
Gerrard.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings.
This
isn't meeting expectations.
Goes for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Vieira. Now Gattuso. Vieira. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. This looks promising. Roberto is having a shot!
Baggio!
And he's done it! And he celebrates his 30th goal. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now, can they get him away? Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Gerrard gets into some space. Gets his head on
Nice.
it! And he hits the net.
Lazio.
Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Zanetti makes the interception. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Shapes to shoot!
Nice.
Oh,
Go on.
sensational! About as smooth as it gets. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Kukçu. Now it's Mbappe. Boyan. Great
2
vision.
added minutes has been indicated.
And he plays one through. Face to face with the keeper. And Owen! Yes! And they're at it again in
Nice.
double quick time. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And yes! And the half-time whistle goes. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Liverpool have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Raul. And that's been won straight back.
ढिलो भयो.
Rodri. Now Howson. Saliba. The message is clear. None shall pass. Threads one in. Great chance! It is a fantastic goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Number 25, Roberto
And
Thank you.
that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you. noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Liverpool have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider...
Oi, nice.
Classic Batistuta!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This
It's
could
a-
be good.
it's a-
Very good.
The goal scorer after 4 minutes
Nice. So,
number 21, Gabriel
So, a
Batistuta.
breakthrough already.
Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel
Best.
Batistuta.
Roberto Baggio. And he plays one through. And that has been cleared. This might spell danger. And that is expertly dealt with. And they've got rid. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Gattuso. Alexander-Arnold plays it in.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Batistuta clears it away. Struck first time. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
low.
Dealt with nicely
Change
by
नभएको
the
क्या हो
defence.
player?
And it's Gerrard. Liverpool are behind here despite their domination of possession. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's surging through. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta!
Nice.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And now a sudden chance to counter. It's played through for him. Best is on his own. Shot at goal!
Nice.
It's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too
Oi.
good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that
उडन
defence.
तस्करी पो
They
रहेछ
made
त्यो
to
त
look a little lost, in
Mm.
all honesty.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Roberto Baggio.
Hmm.
Howson. Now it's Batistuta. Aims beyond the defence. That's a sharp pass. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Van Basten. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's a good ball. Cleared without complication. Xavi Alonso. Howson. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And that's put paid to a promising move. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And that has been clubbed away. Throw in. Gerrard. Lovely pass, but
Two
can
added
he
minutes
get
has
there?
been indicated.
Now, can they get him away? Gerrard. He has found the way through. Real
Nice.
chance! It's there! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defence.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic,
ल ल
frenzied.
समीर ब्रो कहाँ हुन्छ
It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Liverpool head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. Chance!
ओए नाइस
He's got a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Belletti. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
offside भयो
Played into space. Dink through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Played out towards the right wing.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
ल्याएर बडी
Substitution on the field. Number 12, Van Basten. Coming on to replace him is number 8.
Nicely waited.
And a chance!
नाइस
It's in! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And when the manager called on
There you
him,
go.
he was only too
There you
happy
go.
to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Best. Oh, that's fabulous.
लौ
Whistle's gone and
के हो
the
भाइ
referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To increase the lead.
एकदिन चाहिँ जस्तो लागिरहेको
That is some save from Khan. It's loose now and they will... Oh, what has happened here? Nice control. And here's Gerrard. Batistuta, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. He's got away. Takes a shot!
ओए
And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Substitutions taking place.
Liverpool are making a change now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Haaland is wide and looking to get onto this. Lovely. Decent chance!
Oi,
Denied
what
by
a
an
save.
instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. So that's it. It is all over. Liverpool have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Terrific
Hello,
recovery,
everybody, and
a
quick
really
announcement now.
fine
We would like to
win
ask
that,
you
Jim
all to
Beglin.
kindly stay
They've taken
seated during the
advantage of
match.
some
Thank you for
complacency,
your
Peter, but
cooperation.
if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and...
नेपालबाट हो। वेलकम। कताबाट हो? कताबाट हो? ए हो रे। अब प्याक ओपनिङ हान्ने हो। तपाईँ अघि टेक्स्ट गर्नु।
The noise is just
How
about
much
reaching a
हान्नुपर्छ अब?
crescendo here as these two sides get
Hello,
ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome
This
to
is
today's
football
match.
at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
होइन होइन बाहिर हो। हजुर हजुर नि।
And that gets things running.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
And that has not gone well.
धेरै चाँडो भयो।
That's a
म
shade optimistic.
पछुवा हेर्दैछु कति
Khan clears.
राम्री हो भने।
The
Oh!
ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's really well cleared. Just a quick ball upfield. Now it's Osimhen. Vieira cuts it out. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. And smartly reclaimed. And he shoots!
पछुआ राम्रो लाग्यो
Vieira kept his eye on it.
ढाप हो कि क्या हो
Ambitious ball here. Vieira calmly anticipates. Looking for the run. He's in a great position here. Threads one in. Goes looking wide. Best. Gerrard. That's an excellent interception. Timber goes long. Vieira gets across to intercept that. Can he get it through? Good ball, good take. Goes for a shot.
Nice.
And it's a goal. The breakthrough strike.
ल साथीहरुलाई नि सजेस्ट गर्नु पर्यो यस्तो
extracted
च्यानल
the maximum punishment.
Now look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You
प्याक
can't
ओपनिङ
win
गर्नुपर्छ
football
है
matches if you give the ball away like that.
यो गेम पछि
So the first moment of real significance.
हेर्नु न
Look,
कस्तो
he's the
सुस्ती
one
पास
everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Zanetti. Osimhen. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Played into space.
You can never be short of runners into space.
He rises!
ओए ओवेन कस्तो खतरा खेलिरहेछ के
And they're at it again in double quick time. And a trademark move ends with the
लिभरपुलको गाड है फेरि
inevitable classy finish.
माई गड छ
Just
हो
when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks
There
of
will
it.
be 1 minute added time.
Oh, this looks sharp. There's the whistle for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even
Fine, bro.
further. I'd
And we
always
come
be
to you
inclined to
now
go
with a quick
for
request
the
for
latter,
support
go for a
for our
third,
charity fund,
especially
Chance
with a
in
full half of
Football.
के
football
गर्दै
still
हुन्छ
to
खाना
play.
खानुभयो
Liverpool ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
अब एक्जाम कहिले हो तपाईको खास सेन्सिटिभ छ कि मेरो माइक हेर्नु न छुँदाखेरि यस्तो आवाज आउँछ कति टाढाको आवाज
Substitution
क्याप्चर
on the
गरेर
field. Number 21, Osimhen.
Here we go
Coming on
again.
the field is number 4, De Bruyne.
Gerrard. He's shifting through the gears here. Zanetti. De Bruyne. Konate. Gerrard. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. De Bruyne is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Shot,
ओए
surely!
ओवेन यार
Owen!
कस्तो खतरा छ यार यो
Sumptuous
यो
finish,
कार्ड
an absolute
अति नै बल छ
joy.
कि
Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
After 56 minutes is number 19.
The invitation was
good
clear
deal.
and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better
Oh,
pass.
pack opening हान्ने भाइ.
It's beautifully played.
And now he has two.
के मान. समीर pack opening हान्ने भाइ. कता जानुभयो. Oi. Oi, oi. Pack हान्दै थियो. खै खड्के बाबु रे. हान्यौँ. खड्के बाबु नै गायब भयो जस्तो. कहाँ गयो खड्के बाबु. ओइ. हान्दै त मैले. जाम जाम. जाम पुतली. ओहो रोशन जी कहाँ गायब भयो भने मिस यु फरेभर यार प्याक ओपनिङ हान्ने टाइममा आउनुभयो पिएफ भने उत्पाद छ अरे। ए बनाएर हो र समीरको त लास्ट खतम रहेछ नि यार आई लभ यु अर्को 900 है त 900 हान्दै त अर्को लेट्स गो नाइस मेरै हो मोबाइलमा हो लेट्स गो Ingu too, bro. Hello, bro. Let's go, Salah. Salah भयो भने म जाँदिनँ के मसँग बिग टाइम छ भ्यान डाइक प्लिज यो मेरो आइडी हो भ्यान डाइक दिन्छ यार पहिला हिजो पनि त्यही गर्यो होइन हिजोको चाहिँ प्ले स्टेसनमा हो आज चाहिँ मोबाइलमा हानिदिएको यस्तो छ के लुटुवा साला चाहिएको होइन भ्यान डाइक दिइरह मसँग छ क्या भ्यान डाइक बिग टाइम लेट्स गो अब त मुनि नै लान्छ यार म दारु खाँदै हेर्दैछु हानौ दारु त हान्नुपर्छ आज फ्रेन्डली खेल्ने यो खोलेपछि हान्छ क्या तनाव त्यही हो क्या मुनि नै लान्छ क्या अब पनि यस्तै गरेको थियो आज फ्रेन्डली खेल्नु है त्यस्तो नभन्नु न यार जस्तो हो भने तनाव हुन्छ त तेरो स्क्वाड हेरेर हान्नु चिमेर हेर्दै अब त पऱ्यो कि जुन कार्ड थिएछ त्यही भएर हाने आज मेरोमा किन नोटिफिकेसन देखाएन है दुइटै पऱ्यो कि सेटिङ नदेखा हो हिजो जस्तै गर्छ कि क्या हो यहाँनिर एउटा कार्ड छ नि त्यो कार्ड हो भने चाहिँ त्यसले लान्छ ओके नौ ल पऱ्यो ल के भयो पुग्यो कि दुईटा होइन यो एउटा यो चाहिँ मेरै हो यो अर्को चाहिँ कन्सोल हो क्या कन्सोल हिजो खेलेको चाहिँ खै हान्दिनु नि त यसलाई अनि के कन्सोल हो गए त के पर्नु भने स्टप हान्दिउँ ल आउनु फ्रेन्डली खेलौँ आउनु सेकेन्ड बलमा त्यो त के हाने यो ट्याकै राम्रो छैन त्यो त छ मसँग कोड म यहीँ लाइभमै दिन्छु पख्नु ल हान्दैन हान्दैन अनि हान्दै भन्ने हो नि आउनु ल कोड यहीँ छ है त च्याटमा लेख्छु ल कोड त्यहीँ छ समीर ब्रोसँग नि खेल्नुपर्छ है एक गेम अब पख्नु है अटो इलेक्ट्रिक जापानिज रेन त झ्याम झ्याम हो बिस्तारै खेलौँ है अलिक खेल्न आउँदैन खोइ यो त घातक छ त निश्चल 10 के छ खै च्याट गर मुला अरे को निश्चल
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Knocks it into space.
This is the time you need that pace.
अविनाले बाहिर भित्र आले के भने ब्रो गेम छोडेर प्याक हान्न थाल्यो क्या
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gattuso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gattuso does really well to win the ball there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He won't be happy with that one. Zanetti. Now it's Olise. Tries to play it through. Zanetti. That's good play. Oh, he's played it in low.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Nice.
Now that looks a decent ball. Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nicely weighted ball. Zanetti. Can he get it through? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Zanetti stood his ground strongly. Olise. Big chance! Against the crossbar!
Alright.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Olise.
मोहम्मद
Decent
साला
progress
जाला
down the
भनेको त
left.
म्या साला
And it's Messi. They're back in possession and ready. And Batistuta! Batistuta!
Right.
Oh, it's hit the post. And he lines up a cross. Terrific header. It's in!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Deep cross. Big header.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's really nicely played. And he's managed to get free. And Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye
सालालाई
on.
सुस्ती रहेछ
I'm not sure the shot was
सालालाई
ever on
पढाउनु
there,
खोजिरहेको
really.
छ
There
झन्।
were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Conte. Aims beyond the defence. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Oh, truly brave defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Alexander-Arnold. Gattuso. Looking for the run.
Low. के भयो 1v1
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Mohamed Salah. Number 19, Owen. Number 25, Baggio. Coming on the field.
Just a quarter of an hour to play.
George Best. Number
Olise.
18,
That's a
Elijah
nicely
Youth.
shaped ball.
Number 15,
Here's found a way through.
Messi.
And a chance!
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, Red, nice interception. That's a sharp pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for options for movement. And here's Messi.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And here's Messi. Now this could be a chance. Shot a goal! And he hits the net. They have stolen level at the last. The movement so precise.
Easy.
The finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
All square again.
Easy.
That's it. We're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was
extra
very
time, so
little
sorry, we
between
see
the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Chance in football.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Liverpool displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Couldn't squeeze it through. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. He's in a great position. And Messi! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof!
Oh.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Liverpool go into the lead. Well, the defence proved... And he's had a hit! Oh, belter! A finish right from the top draw! Irrepressible! Imperious! That's what makes him what he is! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well,
There will be
Peter,
1
it would have
minute
taken
added
something
time.
incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And that's it for the first half of extra time. And it has been a punishing game, both physically and
1v1
mentally. But
Yo.
does either team have
Busy
what
no
it
मैले
takes to find a winner?
R bro R welcome welcome
And so the last chance to find a winner. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Liverpool blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Gattuso. Coming on the field is number 11, Beckham.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
के भयो
Pass somewhat off target. Olise. There won't be another chance after this one.
There will be 1
He's
minute
gone for
added time.
goal! And
GG,
that
GG.
will be it.
Listen bro
Liverpool
GG
have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Messi, totally
हजुरले त्यो सिधै एक गोल हाल्ने बित्तिकै डिफेन्सिभ राख्नुभयो कि त आर कहिले गर्नुहुन्न किनभने मैले अफ गरिरहेको छु नि त अपोनेन्टले नि अफ खेलिरहेको भने आफूले नि अफ खेल्नु पार्टी खोइ गायब भाषण कोही खेल्ने हो अरू कि म टिक हानु यस्तो हुन्छ कि टिपले फेभर गर्छ कि वान हानेपछि पुरै एट्याकिङ हुन्छ अन्त डिफेन्स पनि एट्याकिङमा हुन्छ अनि तपाईँ डिफेन्सिभ हुन्छ कि अलिकति लाइक 60% तपाईँ डिफेन्सिभ हुन्छ 40% मात्रै अट्याकिङ हुन्छ डिफेन्सिभ त्यही भएर त्यस्तो भनेको कस्तो हो नि त्यही भएर हो त्यही भएर चाहिँ कहिले पनि एक गोल हानेर त्यो गर्ने होइन बरु 2 गोल 3 गोल हानेपछि 70 कटेपछि चाहिँ गर्नुपर्छ क्या त्यस्तो डिफेन्सिभ त्यही सुरुमै मलाई इन्भाइट गर्नु त ल माइची काटला बिस्तारै खेल्नु है मलाई खेल्न आउँदैन फेरि कडा खेल्छन् है समीर भयो त फेरि माइची काटला फर्मेसन सेम फर्मेसन मलाई नि खेल्न आउँदैन हो Let's go भर्खर त सिकिरहेको त्यही कारणले जहिले नै डिफेन्सिभ खेल्दाखेरि चाहिँ 70 पछि गएपछि अनि बल्ल डिफेन्सिभ किनकि टाइम हुन्छ क्या टन्नै टाइम हुन्छ अपोनेन्टले अट्याक गर्नलाई त्यही कारण त्यतिखेर अट्याकिङै खेल्नुपर्छ काँचै खान्छ त अनि अपोनेन्ट त्यही भएर बरु 1-2 गोल हानिरहने गोल त हानिरहनु डिफेन्सिभ सिधै हाल्नु
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
अट्याकिङै खेल्ने हो क्या
I'm Peter
म्याचअप
Drury,
गर्ने अनि
and providing
बल
analysis
रिसिभ
and
गर्ने बित्तिकै
expert
क्लियर
opinion
गरेर
alongside
अट्याकिङै
me
खेल्ने हो
will be Jim Becklin. Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board. Well, the pre-match build-up has been
ल हेर्नु
fantastic.
यहाँ हेर्नु
Now the game itself. The action has already started.
समीरको टिकिटाक
Watching,
खेल्छ
there's
म चाहिँ
very
अलि
little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own. Although I believe it was something
के हो
that
यो
happened almost by accident. Pretty happy accident. Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through
ताला
balls,
कस्तो भित्र
and
च्यापिएको
he's
के हो
nailed it.
के भन्नु
Now it's Owen. It's played through for him. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. That has been cut short.
नाइस नाइस
And this is Shevchenko. Now it's Son Heung-min,
के गरे यो
and it's Messi. And this
कस्तो
is
गेम प्ले हो भाइ
Shevchenko.
यो
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Now it's Shevchenko. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Iniesta. And here's Shevchenko. And this is Messi. An uncompromising challenge.
हर्ट धेरै खतरा खेल्नु हुँदो
plenty
रहेछ
of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
औ
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And a play for a throw. Liverpool do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Costa Curta. Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's the header!
आम्मामा
Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Brilliantly cut out. Roberto Baggio looking to be a menace in the final third.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's Gattuso. He's having a go!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Busquets. Barcelona finding their passes. Oh, well played,
थाहा
well
थियो क्या यतै
sorted
आउँछ
out. And that'll be the last act
कडा,
of the
कडा.
first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Please take this opportunity to pay
Yeah,
a
you don't
visit
get
to our
any
official
points for
store
stating
where
the obvious,
memorabilia
Peter,
from
but
today's
thankfully
match are
this is
now
still
available.
very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Let's go.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving your...
Goes for a shot! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Son Heung-min really can't believe his luck.
It's Salah!
Nice.
Oh, super goal! A
देख्नुभयो त रोशन ब्रो त्यो
from the top
समीर
drawer.
ब्रोले कस्तो अट्याक खेलिरहनु भएको
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Nice, nice.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from
पास आउँछ
here.
के
And this
कस्तो
is
हुन्छ के
Son Heung-min!
Nice.
Tremendous from Son Heung-min!
ठ्याक्कै थाहा थियो पास आउँछ
That is a gem! An absolute gem! He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Great chance! He scored! Oh, a goal of real
पाउनलाई
quality.
पाउने
He
छैन
made it
किन
look ridiculously
ताला
easy.
भएन यस्तो
Well,
भएन
most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
स्ट्रिम अफ गर्नु है पाउनु पर्यो ल अटक छ छैन छैन कडा खेल्नु भएको छैन समीर ब्रो
Number 14,
यही हो के
Mohamed Salah.
Liverpool choosing to make the first change.
Baggio.
This is
Number
threatening to become a really good game.
मलाई मेस्सीले बल पाएपछि अलि डर लाग्छ
The manager can make it. This is exactly the response
Number
he'd be
15,
looking for.
Messi.
लौ के गरे त्यो
18, El Hadj Diouf.
Right
हुन्छ
here,
हुन्छ हान्नु
right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Busquets is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Not the most convincing of passes. Messi, oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Liverpool perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
स्टेक भयो
Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant.
Chance,
ए
surely!
बच
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first.
के गर्नलाई
Up he goes!
ओए
And he's heaved it away.
कडा कडा
And it's Pirlo. It's Pirlo! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Maldini. Konate spots it and intercepts. And here's Messi.
Barcelona really
be
wanted
5
that
minutes
two-goal
added
cushion,
time.
but it wasn't to be. Still, they should.
Oh, what a miss! And a chance!
ओए बाहिर खोइ मार्छ
Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
तेरीका
Number
Nice
6,
game, nice.
Gerrard.
Liverpool can
Coming on
make
the
their
field
change now
is
with a break in
number
play.
23.
Well, his stamina was called into
कस्तो
question,
पेलिदिरहने
but there's
यार
absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
5 minutes to add.
जी 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 जी
And we're done. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down.
खेल्दा खेल्दैको हान्नु हान्नु आउनु न त्यही हो रुम त्यही हो स्क्रिनमा छुटेर आउनु आउनु तपाईँलाई कुरा हो तपाईँले त कडा खेल्नु कि ट्याका ट्याक ट्याक अँ पासमा भने चुस्सा हानेको हिरो भनेपछि चुस्सा हानेको तर बाहिर हान्दिन्छ केही छैन सेम फर्मेसन ल बोलेन
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Baresi cuts it out. Guti. Zanetti showing great feet there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Here's a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
And he was there to get a vital touch. Van Nistelrooy actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Van Nistelrooy!
Oh, that was no routine save. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That has not gone well. Liverpool are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. There's a sharp little ball here. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Gerrard. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Gattuso. Gerrard. That's a little off target. Liverpool do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need...
Van Nistelrooy! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Now, can they get him away? And this is Roberto Baggio. It's Baggio!
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped. That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Guti. In with the challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking for a runner. Mohamed Salah. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Batistuta.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Decent chance! Sensational from Eto!
Oh, it was a brilliant way to more or less bring this first half to a close, and you can...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Liverpool leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Roberto Baggio. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Van Nistelrooy. Good, strong midfield. Guti!
Nice.
Gorgeous from Guti! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Looking to play him in. Well, a
Oh,
glitch
right.
with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Looking for the run, and he's worked it through. Liverpool have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Mohamed Salah.
Ah, good
Number
steal, he just
25,
read it.
Baggio. Number
Barcelona
13,
appear to be happy to let
Eto'o.
their front players
Coming on the
stay up front
field,
all the time.
Number 10,
Well,
George
it's signalling to the opposition
Number
that they're
15,
setting themselves up
Messi.
for the counter-attack.
Number
It's plain and
18,
simple.
El Hadj Diouf.
Goes for the shot!
Substitution.
Out towards the flank. Great run on the overlap here. Olise going face to face with his great rival. And he's had a hit! Against the crossbar! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Substitution on
It's
the
a very
field.
watchable game, isn't it?
Number
Any
6,
goal from here could well be the winner.
Coming on the field is number 23, Soboslai.
And it's Van Nistelrooy.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
No foul, says the referee.
There will be 3 minutes added
I have to
time.
say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Those of you making their way home on public
So a short
transportation
respite
today,
for the
please
players
watch the
as
screen
they
for
prepare
train
themselves
departure
for
times from
another
all
30
local major
minutes.
stations.
Into extra time we go. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot!
My god. के हो यो?
Oh, should have put that away.
कट क्यान्सल गरेर हान्नु पर्ने.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Olise. Shoots! Oh, he's hit the bar! Gattuso. Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Olise. Olise running with the ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is... He's having a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's managed to get free. And he's in on goal. And Messi! Oh, he's been caught napping.
My god.
Great effort, but the end of the
And a
first
quick
period of
announcement
extra
for the benefit
time.
of anybody who has found themselves a little
Well, it
lost
has
today.
been a
Please
punishing
look at the
game,
screen
both
for
physically
information
and
on how to
mentally.
find your
But
way
does
around
either
this
team
stadium.
have what it takes to find a winner?
कडा कडा.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Ibrahima Konate. Number 4,
And so the last
Van
chance
Dijk.
to find a winner.
Coming on the field.
They
Number
have given it
21,
everything. It's been
Baresi.
grueling. But
Number
who will be
5,
standing at the very end?
Substitutions taking place.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Abiati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
के गरे?
And it's Gattuso. It's been slipped through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Big chance! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any...
Olise! They would have been quick to recover this.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Well
There will
played.
be
That
1 minute
has
added
snuffed out
time.
the danger. And he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a lovely, neat pass. Neymar
Nice.
takes a shot! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish.
कडा कडा.
Well, that
दामी
was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides
5 सेभ हान्दियो यार
glad
मेरो
to trade blows, to set out always.
कडा खेल्नु भयो यार दुईचोटि पोलमै लाग्यो पैसा खेल्ने अब लास्ट गेम अफ जान्छ आउनु आउनु रोशन फेरि आउनु लास्ट गेम आउनु के छ आउनु आउनु होइन रोशन ब्रोसँग खेल कोड फेरि टेस्ट गरा के कोलर चाहिँ
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello
here.
everybody and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Turry and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. That has been cut short. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And Dijk makes the interception. Played out to the left flank. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
के गरे
Picked out brilliantly. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's shifting through the gears here. He's tried one! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter. But he makes up for it with his agility, his laser focus and the ability to live up to the big occasion. Also, don't forget the way he exerts control, despite not being particularly outspoken. That is something else too.
Pedro Neto on a charge down the left. Opts to play it back. And it's Vieira. Chance here to counter. Kante takes control of it and he's on the move. Van Nistelrooy. He's gone for goal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Baresi. Liverpool are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's got away. Big header! He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, they can break here. And this is Messi. Vieira was in no mood for any of that. Pedro Neto is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Quick announcement now. We would like
Reflections
to ask
on
you
the
to
first
kindly
half?
stay seated
Well, it's
during
obvious,
the match.
Peter, that this
Thank
team
you for your
was set up
cooperation.
to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Liverpool go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Roberto Baggio. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Back into the middle. Cross goes in. A header!
Aynen hende.
Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Free
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Him is number 20, Bale.
Nicked it back promptly.
Substitutions taking place.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Bale rises! It's in! 2 up and in charge,
Big Van
and
Allen.
things are
Big Van Allen
looking
almost.
pretty good for them now.
Đỡ ăn luôn.
Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Gerrard.
Liverpool making
Coming on the
consecutive
field
changes here.
is
Best
number
to come
10,
on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy...
And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Liverpool still have the cards to affect this game. Olise proves just a little bit too strong. Olise! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Played out wide. Crosses it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Van Nistelrooy.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now, can they get him away? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Chiellini clears it away. Taken back almost at once. Pedro gets his head on it! In for the pieces!
Oi, कस्तो सेवा हानेको my
And it's a
god.
penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Casillas, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
A case now of complete control.
त्यही हो नि.
Oh, facing up to his
हामीले भनेको
adversary,
त
this is
ड्याङ्ग लडाइदिनु
a
भयो.
formidable matchup. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Over to the left. Pedro Neto. And the cross comes. Judge!
Oi!
That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Bowler त.
And he is just ripping it up. Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
It's great composure. He kept his eye on...
He's been
Yeah.
that is a foul.
अत्र गोल हान्ने यार.
And he is going into that little black book.
Number 17, Pedro Neto. Coming on to replace him is
त्यो गोल देख्नुभयो?
23.
He'll fancy himself from here.
6 added minutes
This the
has been
perfect
indicated.
chance to extend the advantage. Bale! And a chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And very quickly. And
Zizi,
there
Zizi.
goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific.
कस्तो खतरा गोल हान्दै देख्नुभयो के हो कुलर त ल्याएर त्यही भने कडा हान्दिएर है टेस्ट गरेको हो कस्तो खेल्दो रहेछ बाइसाइकल हान्नु थियो यार कोलरले कोही हुनुहुन्छ त उत्पातै गऱ्यो नि त्यही भएर बाइसाइकल हान्दिएर म त सक्दैन होला बाहिर हानिदिन्छ होला मैले कहाँबाट क्रस हाने होला भनेको त ड्याममै हान्दिएर फेरि कोही कोलर त न सस्तैमै पर्यो यो भन्दा नि अर्को खतरा छ हौ त्यो हेर्नु न खतरा कोलर टेस्ट हान्नुपर्छ खासै ठिक हान्दिनँ कडा छिराइदिएर अम्बु छ नि त क्रस खेल्यो भने त क्रस स्प्याम खेल्यो भने त यस्तै हो अझ अहिले पहिला त क्रस हान्ने फेरि हेर त कोलर यस्तै अलि जस्तो पास दिने हेरिया भने फेरि कोलर टेस्ट गर खतरा लागिरहेको
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
पहिकै opponent जस्तो छ
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here.
अब
Things
अर्को
are heating
बेला
up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
होइन नि त्यस्तो
So it's down to business here.
कागे लाग्यो के
Here
मेरो
is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, the one they call El Niño.
Fernando Torres, absolutely one of the best finishers around. So strong, so quick. I'm expecting them to sit deep to try and nullify his pace.
Shapes to shoot! Well, there's the clearance. Pedro Neto on a charge down the left.
पसिना
Pedro Neto is there and he can pick it up. Well, that pass isn't the best. Has a look up and drives it forward. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. He's got full.
ओइ
Great ball and he's in. Roberto Baggio!
ओइ
And he was there to get a
The
vital
goalkeeper, eh?
touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That's a decent clearance. Senegal are looking to go forward now. Goes for goal! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Herói do filme. कहाँ गयो यार अपने कहाँ गयो यार खान रहेछ
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And this is Roberto Baggio. And the finish! Oh, he's hit the bar! Shot. There's the shot! Goal! The breakthrough strike!
गोलमा लाग्यो यार
Oh, that is
के
a
बात है?
sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And here's Torres. And Torres! Great effort, but no way through. Played out to the left flank. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Plays it across.
Right.
Balls over the line, and it is a corner. Liverpool have their second corner now. He rises!
Yani
Harmlessly behind. Half an hour played now. That's a cute ball. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Beckham. Now he's got space here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Senegal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pedro Neto receives it in a wide position.
Lah.
Sticks it away! And they're at it again!
छिराइदिनु
Double quick time!
जिउले छिराइदिरा
After 41 minutes is number 22.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, super ball! Now the cross. And he's there to get it
2
away.
minutes has been indicated.
Looking for the run. Quick look, then up he goes! Euphoria, utopia, and
Collar.
they are cavorting. They
Collar
are
देख्नु
really purring
अर्को गोल है
here,
त
and they have
यसले
extended
छोडेर
their
गयो।
lead in the blink of an
Yeah.
eye. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong net behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
सक्दैन कडा मै सक्दिनँ कलर त डेन्जर निस्क्यो आजलाई यति गरिदिउँ होला कडा हाने कलर कि अझै एक कलर सो हान्नुपर्छ कलरले कडा हान्यो है त बाई बाई साथी भोलि भेटौँला भोलि होइन के भने शुक्रबारतिर बाई बाई नाइट म एड गर्छु नि अघि हामी खेल्दैछौँ किन नि कलर्स बाई राम्रोसँग